Hi guys, welcome to youtube.com/Adam McKola. I am Adam, obviously, and this is another episode of the Wally of the Week. Yes, last week it was Antonio Conte for his poor weekend. He had a dreadful weekend last weekend, and this week it's been a difficult choice, but one theme has been regular in all the choices that I have made, and that is Arsenal Football Club. Yes, you know them, Arsenal Football Club. They're famed for their bottle jobs. They're famed for their moaning and crying. They're famed for just being the same old Arsenal. They've not won a league title in how long, and they're all going mad down there in North London. But this weekend, they lost at the Britannia Stadium 1-0 against Stoke City. Now listen, they don't get it just for losing against Stoke City. Any team can lose against Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium. That can happen. We all know that can happen. They haven't had the best results against Stoke City over the years, even though in the last couple of years, they've not lost against them. But Arsenal losing against Stoke City isn't the reason why they get Wally of the Week. Now, partly it is because Arsene Wenger went up against the Stoke City side that was trying to play football. This isn't a Stoke City side like the Stoke City of latter years that have bullied Arsenal, kicked them off the field. Everybody knows how to play against Arsenal. Kick them, bully them, play route one, you'll get them off the park and you'll get a result more often than not. But when you try and play football against them, Arsenal will beat most sides. 75% of the sides, Arsenal will beat them if you try and play football against them. And this is the way this Stoke City side has evolved. You're looking at Berahino's up top, Hesse, all these kind of players that try and play football, Bojan, etc. So when you're looking at this Stoke City side, you're thinking they're trying to play football, Arsenal trying to play football. Arsenal had their chances and they should have got a result. So it's poor from Arsenal that, yes, we know this, they do this quite a lot. Arsene Wenger has been guilty of it quite a lot, but they make the same old mistakes year in, year out. Haven't you got a plan B, Arsene? Haven't you? Not only did Arsene Wenger qualify for Wally of the Week this weekend, but also Alexander Lacazette. Now, look, let's be honest, for this decision alone, he was never going to get Wally of the Week, but he's combined with the rest of the Arsenal candidates to just give Arsenal a big fat L. Lacazette, now, he made a silly decision. He was offside, he takes the ball, offside, the flag goes up. Aaron Ramsey was clean through. Aaron Ramsey could have made it 1-1 and then given Arsenal the momentum to potentially go on and win the game. But Lacazette's poor decision making to step in and take the ball when he was clearly offside, he would have known he was offside, he could see all of the defenders in front of him, was a poor decision, and it cost Aaron Ramsey a goal that has really ruffled Arsenal's feathers this weekend. Was the one that did result in a goal from Lacazette. Now he scored the goal, it was a fantastic finish as well, and then the linesman flag went up. Immediately I was watching the game live and it looked like, ooh, that was a close decision. I think Stoke City have got away with one there. Maybe that should have been 1-1, but then you slow it down, you pause the action, and you can see that Lacazette is just offside. He's just offside. But that didn't stop Arsene Wenger moaning, Martin Keown moaning, Ian Wright moaning, and Arsenal fans moaning about the decision. The decision was right. Now they're saying, oh, but the linesman's guessed. Firstly, how the fuck do you know, Martin Keown, that the linesman has guessed? How do you know? Are you in his head, Martin Keown? Are you? You can't even control your own brain at times, but you think you know what's going on inside the linesman's brain. And secondly, he made the fucking right decision. Whether he guessed or not, he made the right decision. How can you criticise a linesman for making the right decision? We moan about referees, we moan about linesmen so many times. They're getting help from video or assistant referees, goal line technology, left, right and centre. But when a linesman makes the correct decision, how can you complain about it? It just doesn't make sense at all. And then you had Ian Wright on Twitter. Now I love Wrighty. For an Arsenal former player, I love him, his sound. I've chatted to him a few times on his podcast, and when he's on TV he generally makes me laugh even if I don't agree with what he says, so I don't mind Ian Wright. But I saw him on Twitter. Now he's usually quite fair with his opinion, and I saw him on Twitter tweeting a picture of after the ball had left the player's foot and was heading to Lacazette. Now I'm thinking, come on Ian Wright, you know the rule, it's from the moment the ball has been played, so how can you use that image to say that you're right, the referee linesmen are wrong? How can you use that image? Because you're using a still that is from after the ball has been played. And then he says Lacazette is onside. Now, you would have had a point, mate, if Lacazette wasn't coming from an offside position behind the defender. He was coming from an offside position and going back. It's not like he was going from in front of the defender from an onside position and got flagged off and it was marginally off and it was really, really harsh. He was coming from an offside position. He was coming from behind the defender. He made it easier for the linesman to make that decision. So I really don't understand why Ian Wright, Keown, Wenger, all these Arsenal fans are complaining about this decision that was fucking correct. How can you moan about a decision that was correct? It just doesn't make any sense. And then Arsenal's weekend, obviously, it got bad with the result against Stoke, with the decision that they were all moaning about. They looked stupid over that one. And then you have Arsenal fans just being Arsenal fans, don't you? Arsenal fans that clearly expect every season something different to happen when they are clearly seeing that nothing has changed at the club. Yes, you might have signed Lacazette, but Alexis Sanchez, where the fuck is he? He's not there, is he? So how can you expect this Arsenal team to be any better or any different to what it was last season when you don't change the way things are going? How can you expect more? Every year you're running your mouth, you're talking about how Arsenal are this and Arsenal and that, United are sixth and United don't win nothing and this, that and the other. But listen, Arsenal are shit. You haven't won a league title for 12, 13 years. Arsenal's only recent decent trophy in the last couple of years has been the FA Cup. Come on, get real with yourselves here. This Arsenal side hasn't changed and you're going to have to get used to another year outside the top four, in my opinion, and especially if Alexis Sanchez goes. And then, as if Arsenal's week couldn't get any worse, on Monday, under 23 action, Jack Wilshere giving it the big man. Now listen, he got clattered by the player and it was a poor foul, but the reaction by Jack Wilshere, a player that is experienced at first team level, a player that is trying to fight his way back into the first team at Arsenal after a half decent season for Bournemouth, is out there trying to fight little kids. What the fuck are you doing, Jack Wilshere? What are you doing? Have you not got a brain? Are you serious? Jack fucking Wilshere giving it the big man to some little kids. That just kind of epitomises him, doesn't it? He's still potential. At this age, he's still playing in the 23s. Arsenal fans still think he will come good. Yet, Jack Wilshere is out there getting pissed on a weekend and, of course, fighting little kids in under 23 matches. It says it all, don't it? So I think combine this weekend, guys, Wally of the Week goes to Arsenal Football Club. Arsene Wenger, Lacazette, Martin Keown, Ian Wright, Jack Wilshere. You all deserve Wally of the Week. So there you have it, guys. Do you agree with my decision on Wally of the Week? And get your nominations in during the week as the week goes on for who you think should be next week's Wally of the Week. I'll be taking all your suggestions in and when I'm making my decision as well. So make sure you keep your comments flowing throughout the week for Wally of the Week. Of course, check out the Premier League review that we did as well. That's gone up already and that's got the fancy Premier League update in there. Tomorrow we've got the Weird Wide Web and we've got plenty more content for you throughout the week. Keep it locked to Adam McKola TV. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. And for now, I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.